grandson of Nazi who took over Jewish store, tracks down owner's descendants to apologize.
This post received a score of 6,800, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This happened to wife's great-grandparents. I've written about it before, so I'll be brief. They had a department store and were forced to sell. It's now a Deutsche Bank. Recently they went over for a ceremony where they commemorated what happened. The story lives in through my wife's family. It wasn't forced, but they didn't have a choice either, as Germans were forbidden to shop in Jewish-owned stores. The plaque on the ground is probably a Stolperstein, stumbling stone, block. They are everywhere here in Berlin. Bronze cobblestones that contain the names of the former Jewish owners, inhabitants of that house, and their birth, death date and place, Auschwitz. 75,000 of those have been laid in Europe until now. It's the biggest decentralized memorial in the world. Still hate my city, Munich, for blocking them from being installed on public ground.
What was their reasoning?
According to Wikipedia, the Jewish community of Munich objected because they thought it was disrespectful to put Jewish names on the ground where they would be stepped on.
The writing was, name lived here until year, deported to killed in Camp 10. Regarding the hypocrisy, the victims could be stepped upon. There was a plate on the ground at Odeonsplatz, in remembrance of the dead policemen killed by the first Nazi uprising in 1923. To be fair, Wikipedia states until 2011, so it seems they moved it. Or one of the places remembering the victims of the 1972 terror attack of the Olympic Games, where Palestinian terrorists kidnapped the Israel Olympic team and killed them. There is at least one plate in the ground in the Olympic Park. Munich was called the home of the movement by the Nazis, and all they seem to remember is Die Weiße Rose. A small resistance group of students which produced some leaflets, got caught and were executed. In Munich I felt like in that Family Guy sketch, where Brian asks the tour guide about the time 1933 to 1945, the answer is, we were all on vacation. Change of topic. Where I live now, Hamburg, there are hundreds of Stolpersteine. You start to get a feeling for the extent to which people were torn out of our middle and murdered.
One of the most embarrassing years for me as a German was the year 1988. A number of shops and companies celebrated their 50th anniversary. And of course the reason was that they got the shops when, after the anti-Jewish pogroms of 1938, many Jews left Germany or had to give up their shops and companies, which were sold to non-Jewish Germans by the authorities afterwards. Of course you can say that those who bought it, just bought something which was available anyway and did not throw out a Jew to take over their companies. But celebrating the anniversary was an extreme level of ignorance.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.